In this section, we're going to talk about order of operations. For that, we have to follow 4 simple steps. So step number 1 is simplify whatever is inside the parentheses first. Then we move on to step number 2. So in step number 2, we're going to be reading from left to right. And as we do that, we're going to perform all exponentiations. So that is step number 2. Then we move on to step number 2 once exponentiation is done. So we are going to again read from left to right, and then we are going to perform all multiplications and divisions. And then finally, we're going to move on to step number 4. So in step number 4, we're going to check whether we have any addition and subtraction left. So for that, we're going to read from left to right. So these are the 4 simple steps that we need to understand in order to perform order of operations. So let's work on some numericals. So we have the first problem. So here we have 10 plus 7 minus 5 plus 3 minus 18 plus 25. So what we're going to do, we're going to read from left to right. So we add 10 to 7, that gives us 17, and we rewrite the remaining terms. Then we have 17 minus 5, so that should give us 12. So 12 plus 3 minus 18 plus 25. Then 12 plus 3, so that is simply 15 minus 18 plus 25, which is equals to 15 minus 18, so we have negative 3 plus 25, and finally that should give us 22. Let's go to the next problem. So in problem number 2, we have 7 multiplied to 4 divided by 2 times 3 divided by 6. So here we have multiplication and division. So we're going to read from left to right, and let's look at it. So we are going to perform the multiplication operation first. So we have 7 multiplied to 4, so that should give us 28 divided by, and we just rewrite the next terms. Now we have 28 divided by 2, that's 14. So we have 14 times 3 divided by 6. Now we're going to multiply 14 and 3, so that is 42 divided by 6, which is finally going to give us 7. Let's go to the next problem. So we have in problem number 3, we have 10 divided by 2 minus 3 times 5 plus 7 times 2. Same as before. So first we're going to divide 10 by 2, and we rewrite the rest of the terms. So here we are reading from left to right. So 10 divided by 2 is 5 minus 3 times 5 plus 7 times 2. We're going to again read from left to right. So we perform the multiplication. So we have 5 minus 15 plus 7 times 2. Then we're going to perform the last multiplication. So we have 5 minus 15 plus 14, which is equals to, we're left with only addition and subtraction. So 5 minus 15 is negative 10 added to 14, and that finally gives us 4. Let's move on to the next problem. The next problem, we have 10 minus 5 times 8 negative 2 plus 17 minus 3 times 2. So we read from left to right. We're going to perform multiplication. So we have 10 minus 5 times 8 is 40 minus 2 plus 17 minus 3 times 2. We're going to again rewrite it. As we read from left to right, we perform the multiplication. So we multiply the last term, which is 3 times 2 is simply 6. Now we again read from left to right. So 10 minus 40 is negative 30 minus 2 plus 17 minus 6. Then negative 30 minus 2 is negative 32 plus 17 minus 6. Then negative 32 plus 17 gives us negative 15, since 32 is a bigger number. And finally that gives us negative 21. Problem number 5, we're going to work on some exponentiation. So here we have 5 plus 3 times 4 squared. So 4 squared is an exponentiation. So we have to perform all exponentials that is present as we read from left to right. So we have 5 plus 3 times 4 squared, which is simply 16. Then we perform our multiplication. So we have 5 plus 3 times 16 is 48. So we have 5 plus 48, which is 53. Final problem, problem number 6. So here we have 10 minus 5 times 8 minus 2 plus 17 minus 13 times 2. So we're going to perform all operation within parentheses. So here 10 minus 5 times 8 minus 2 is 6 plus 17 minus 13 times 2. We need to perform multiplication as we read from left to right. So we have 10 minus 30 plus 17 minus 13 times 2. Now we finally have 10 minus 30 plus 17 minus 13 times 2 is 26. So we perform only the addition and subtraction part as seen. So we have negative 20 plus 17, so that's negative 3, negative 26, so that gives us negative 29.